you've had quite an energetic and action-packed morning. Tell us about how your visit to Vietnam has been going so far.
Firstly, I'd like to say good morning, or almost good afternoon. It's great, obviously, to be back in Vietnam. I've visited here so many times, and one thing that I really want to say thank you for is the love and the support that you always have shown me throughout my career, and also every time that I come here. The people in Vietnam are so friendly. It's really incredible. So I want to say personally, thank you very much for everything.
So how do you find the people? How was the energy this morning?
The energy, I went out last night actually for a walk, and I was walking for about an hour, and the energy around is really incredible. People are so friendly, people are so lovely. It's really been a great couple of days here, and it's been amazing being here with AIA because you can see the work that has been done, you can see the kids that are so happy, so it's been a great trip so far.
So we've been all over the region. We were in Korea, we were in Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, Indonesia. Every market is a different market, but the AIA spirit runs through. Do you see that here in Vietnam?
I really do, and as you know, you've been with me on every part of this, and it's been an incredible 2.5 years, almost 3 years, where we have travelled to different territories, to different places, to different cities, and you can really feel the energy when you go into a city. It's such a special time for us. 100-year anniversary, something that is so special, and to be here and to be celebrating, and to feel the energy that AIA brings into places is really special.
Thanks. I mean, I've been telling everyone you are so passionate about health, wellness, fitness. You're talking about non-communicable diseases, all that kind of stuff, helping to drive a movement. How do you think it's going? What's you can tell the people of Vietnam anything to get them moving? What would you say?
Well, one of the things that I always, obviously I have 4 children, 4 healthy children, but 4 children that I want to keep healthy, to be active, and to live, a longer, better, healthier life. And for me, to do that for my children is making sure that they see what I do. I've been a professional athlete for 22 years, and I recently retired 6 years ago, not that recently. So, I look after myself, I stay active, I eat the right things, I drink the right things, stay hydrated, do all the right things, but be active. And one of the things that we've always spoke about is sometimes the little changes that you make in your life that make the biggest difference. And if you can teach your children that, it's the most important thing. And that's what we all want. We all want, I know it sounds obvious and it's a cliche, but children are our future. So we need to teach them and learn, make them learn how to live, a healthier, longer life and a better life. So that for me is the most important thing.
So what we are really proud of is the work that we're doing with David. And last year we embarked on a Pan-Asian campaign called What's Your Why? And What's Your Why tries to really understand what are people's underlying motivations for taking better care of yourself. And what we learned from What's Your Why is that people are motivated to take better care of themselves if there's a loved one involved, if there's a who. We did this beautiful piece of work that really shows David at his very best with children, making a difference, showing that influence, and changing mindsets. Let's play. We're going to give you a sneak peek of What's Your Why. It hasn't come to Vietnam yet. You get the first peek of Vietnam. Please, let's see What's Your Why.
Honesty. They're a sign of commitment. Something you can depend upon. They're not for the faint-hearted or the here today, gone tomorrow. They're for those who intend to go the distance. No matter
The teaser, just to kind of get you warmed up a little bit. And when I am told we're ready to show the creative, we'll show the creative. Until then, I'm going to stand on stage and sweat.
That wasn't me, by the way.
So let me ask you another question. When you were walking around last night, around the city, anyone recognize you? What was your reaction to the people?
I did. I had a cap on, but people still recognise me. Actually, I seem to get recognised even more when I'm in a cap. But I think because it was Friday night, because it was so busy, the city, I think that I was able to get around. But a few people recognised me.
You signed any shirts?
I signed a few shirts. I signed a few caps as well. But you know, the energy. I think it helped it being so busy and so chaotic that you know I was able to get around the city. But the energy was incredible.
Beautiful. So on that note, I am going to leave you with our very grateful MC, and then we're going to listen to the conversation. David, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. I had the pleasure of welcoming Mr. David Beckham this morning in the stadium. It was great fun.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Kids were very happy, I think.
They were very happy to see you. So our press here have many questions for you, but we don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
So you picked 3 questions here, which we will answer. I will read out for you, okay? You were just 24 when you had your son, Brooklyn. How did fatherhood change you as a man?
I think, you know, having children is a real blessing. You know, I think if you have the opportunity to have children and you have children, you realise how much you care about them, how much you love them, and also how much you worry for them as well. You know, you want to take care of them, you want to look after them. And I was very young when I had children, but I always wanted to have children young because I wanted them to experience what I experienced in my career. So I think it made me mature in some ways as a man, but I also think that when you have children, you realise your responsibilities change. Your responsibilities are not just to you and your wife, to you and your girlfriend, they are to you and your child. And that's one of the things that I think that changed me as a person. You know, I was married. Well, I was married, and I'm trying to think when we had Brooklyn before, and then we got married. So our responsibilities were always to our children. But I was very lucky, you know. But that's what changed me. You know, I became a little bit more mature. My responsibilities were obviously to our son.
That's amazing. I'm sure the parents here will agree with you, as I do. It's very important, like you said, to take care of your child and not become your priority. I come to the second question here. From what I heard and read from your Instagram post, you have quite an impressive culinary skills. Okay, so this I saw this morning, so I agree. How often do you cook at home? Question 1. And what are your favorite dishes to cook for Victoria and the kids? Any healthy diet tips to share with us?
Well, I love to cook at home. I cook most days because obviously me and Victoria both work every day, obviously. But when I'm at home, I always cook for the kids. The kids love my food, apparently. But one of the things that they love to eat, they love pasta. And they love ragu, so ragu pasta for them is their favourite meal. They also love sushi, so all the kids love sushi. So
you can roll sushi too.
Yes, yes. So I enjoy doing things like that for the kids. With Victoria, she likes grilled fish or steamed fish, so that's one of the things that I always make for her.
Wow, any chance we have a cooking show by Beckham?
You never know.
You never know. And any healthy diet tips for people?
Healthy diet tips, you know, obviously for myself, I can only speak on you know, my experience, and obviously I was an athlete for many years, so I always ate the right things, made sure, and even now, you know, now I like to eat the right things, not just to make sure I look good, but obviously to also make me feel good as well. You know, the hydration part is something that I'm getting better at. I was never great at drinking the right amount of water, but now I'm a lot better because I realise how important it is for you. But with the kids, you know, I try to introduce them to eating as many greens as possible, as much fruit as possible, drinking as much water and juice as possible, and that's what I try to teach the kids.
Sounds very wise. Is there anything that you absolutely will not eat or drink?
No, I eat everything and drink all the right things. But it's one of the things, and I told you on stage, that I enjoy doing. I travel so much, I go to so many different places. I always try to eat the right things, eat the healthy things, but I always jump into the culture, into local cuisine, and that's one thing. I'm a big foodie, so I just love to try different things, and whenever I'm in a different territory, a different city, a different country, I always go to the hole in the wall places, the local places, and that's what I enjoy.
That's all the fun in traveling, right?
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, let's come to our third question. Aside from your super packed work schedule, how do you usually spend your free time and holiday with Victoria and the kids?
My free time is all spent with my children. Me and Victoria, obviously, we feel that it's really important that kids understand that, Daddy was a professional footballer for a long time, and they saw that and they lived through that. But also, once I finish playing, it's important that the kids still see Daddy working hard, because it sets the right example for them. Victoria is very successful, she's very hard-working. Her main priority is the same for me, is our children. But obviously, we make time for our children. It's the most important thing in our lives. And with our travel schedule, there's a lot of juggling going on. It's important to us. It's the most important thing to us. So when we have time off, we all spend time as a family. Even our 20-year-old Brooklyn, we all spend time together. So I think it's important.
It's very important. Is there a lot of sports involved? A lot of
A lot of
activities?
sports, I love taking the kids over the park. We ride a lot of bikes, we go for runs. I don't know whether you've seen it on Instagram, but I run the boys to school sometimes. Victoria takes Harper to school on her bike sometimes. So, we take it in turns, because obviously the boys go to one school, Harper goes to another school. Most mornings I take them all, and I take one to one school and then the other two. But most of the time I love to run with the boys to school, and then they change and then they're ready for their day. But it's important with the kids that they have activities. It's important that kids stay active, because we always say it sets them up for the day and it sets them up for their lives. So it's important that children understand that keeping active is an important part of their life.
Thank you so much for your really thorough answer. And I'm sure the press here will have a lot of questions, but unfortunately, we have to move on. Throughout, as you know, in 2019 will be the centennial-related events in the AIA market, which together symbolize the 100-year journey of AIA and raise funds for our support for our local community. These events include a 100-hour cave expedition, a 100 kilometers hike, relay runs across the entire countries, healthy living expos, rock concerts and music festival, events with 100 critical illness survivors and 100 families, projects to improve 100 football fields, and much more. And right now, let's see a clip of AIA Vietnam, what have they in store for the centennial event.
I love coming to places where there's a lot of Manchester United fans, and a lot of Real Madrid fans, and a lot of England fans. So it's great to be here. I love coming to Vietnam. I've said it many times before, and I'm not just saying it because I'm here. I enjoy coming to a place where I have so many fans. I have so many fans that have supported me throughout my career, and also since I finished playing, and that love my children and love my family. So thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for letting me be here as part of AIA. We're trying to change so many people's lives so they can live healthier, longer, better lives. And this is the way we do it. So thank you, and have a lovely day.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, for coming here. And I hope that you will come back to Vietnam.
I will be back very soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everybody. Thank you for the fantastic team to have put this event together. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các anh chị nhà báo đã dành thời gian đến để tham dự buổi họp báo cùng với AIA